Ah.
Welcome back, everybody, to No Impulse Control. I am Jasmine. Um, this is Justin. Stop blowing in it!
That's what she said.
And it's Olympic season. Well, actually, Olympic season just ended. Happy Olympics, everybody. Justin, do you
don't remember the Olympic song?
Yeah,
so.
I don't think it matters because yeah. Wow. Do you watch the Olympics? There we go.
I watched some of the Olympics.
What did you watch this year for Olympics?
So I specifically watched the hockey, men's and women hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched occasionally I'd pop in and watch some of the skiing and like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the half pipe freestyle snowboarding.
The snowboarding was dope.
Yeah, there was a lot of wipeouts though this year.
I saw a lot of, yeah, we watched them in class a little bit.
I was gonna say I turned it on during school.
Mm-hmm.
I had my big board on that with the sound down. I was like, if
Mm-hmm.
anybody has a problem with this, tell me. But also, try not to.
I was watching the figure skating with the kids in the afternoons, and I really like watching the figure skating. It's very methodical. But we actually watched the men's figure skating, and the kids were like, they were flabbergasted.
Figure skate?
Yeah, well, that was the first question, and one of my kids goes, "Is that a hockey player that like they put in a dress?" And I said, "No, so that's a male figure skater." And he goes, "I could beat him." Now, I take my kids to the skating rink every year. No, you couldn't. Nah, homie, I watched you push off the wall into me.
And then fall.
And a couple, so I can't skate backwards. I'm learning to. I'm getting okay at it, but I can't do it confidently. Not like a figure skater or even a hockey player. Some of my kids require me to sort of stand backwards and just hope for the best while I'm holding their hands. They're like, "You've got this. You're doing great, Kylie." Because they're like trying to learn how to push forward, but you know how to skate, right? Have you skated? You've skated.
I know how to skate forward, yeah.
Yeah, you go like, it's a whole thing. Like you kind of
push.
You push out. Not unlike skiing, really, but skiing you're then also going downhill, so you don't have to push as much.
Well, slalom you're going, or Nordic you're going.
No. Downhill or cross country.
Nordic is flatland.
That's
cross country.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know all these fancy terms. Who's they? Who's they, Justin?
The Olympics.
Okay. Anyway, you push. And to go backwards, you do that theoretically backwards. Now, what I do is just sort of shimmy and hope for the best. But, he said that he could beat the guy. And we were like, could you? Could you beat the guy? I don't think you could.
My man does backflips on the ice. Can you do backflips on the ice?
So what I watched him do was skate really fast forward and then turn in the air with his legs sort of like catapulting. Can you push off the wall without a teacher's help? Yeah. So we watched him in class. My girl, was it Alyssa? I think her name is.
The one with the striped hair.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like pure sunshine on the ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun stat for you. Didn't know if you knew this. I was looking up all the Olympic stats. Did you know that this year 8 of the 13 gold medals for the U.S. were won by women? That's a pretty cool stat. And consistently over the last 20 years, more women have won gold medals than men have. Which, I did not realize. I had always kind of thought it was the opposite way. But yeah, we kind of kicked ass this year.
I kind of feel like, I'm not saying this because I actually think that I actually knew that. Like, I actually think that I knew that it was more women.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you get that in summer games, too. Like, the women gymnastics squad go crazy every year. The women's gymnastics squad scares me. They are so small. They're awesome.
And so powerful.
Could you imagine?
No.
Just bouncing and and then
listen,
landing it. Like,
I want to so bad. Imagine that. But then I remember the last time I went to a trampoline park and I got winded bouncing. um, so that's where I'm at. That's my weight loss goal, Justin, for this year is to be an Olympic gymnast.
I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure here, Jasmine.
Yeah,
They've
no, that's
practiced years.
Yeah. One of the things that actually has been super big about I gotta look up her name now because it's really gonna bother me. U.S. figure skating gold. What's her name? What's her name? Alyssa Liu.
What's my name? What's my
name? But Alyssa. One of the things that I really liked about um, her like return back to Olympic figure skating was that she had a whole big thing on I will return with these conditions. Like I get to pick the music and the outfits. And one of the big ones was I'm not going on a crazy diet. I am not restricting myself, my hairstyle, whatever. And she looks so much happier than a lot of the athletes do from like very restrictive groups.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, even though she won gold, I don't think it would have mattered what place she came in. I think she would have been sunshine and happiness.
She was just having fun, yeah.
This girl didn't even know she was at the Olympics. She was just having fun skating. But the way that she conducted herself with the bronze winner was just so sweet. Did you see that?
I don't know that I saw that, no.
Oh, you should look it up after this. So the bronze winner was a little down because, like, you won bronze, not gold. And that's fair. But she went over and, like, she just went and like hugged the girl and was super sweet with her. It was like such a show of sportsmanship. Not haha, I win, not, better luck next time or whatever. It was pure like, you got to the Olympics. You got bronze in the Olympics. Think about that. You got a medal in the Olympics, the top athletes in the world, and you came in third. It's like she was hyping that girl up. I don't remember what country she was from, but it was very cool to see.
Yeah. I really enjoy the Olympics for a couple of reasons. One of them is it kind of, for me at least, because I don't really focus on other things. Like, obviously I focus on my life, but, like, I kind of enjoy it because it gives me a break from the real world, which is not really true, but it, like, takes our attention out of the U.S.
Yeah, we get to see athletes from everywhere.
Right, and I love that because, like, there are so many great athletes that are not in U.S. sports that we don't know about because they're not in U.S. sports. We have athletes that are in U.S. sports from other countries, but the fact that, like, we then get to see... Don't say that too loud. Sorry. Then we get to see the idea, like, the Canadian hockey team this year, both of them were awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they were amazing. And I'm not saying that as a, like, the U.S. beat you, haha. Like, we had to fight. Both golden medal games went to overtime against Canada. Like, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I felt like this year, for the first time, like, because I don't watch them, like, fully throughout, but I feel like this is the first time that I've been watching that I'm like, man, all of the athletes are good. They're not, like, because right after COVID, the Olympics were a little funky, but they are good athletes. And they were, I don't know, it was fun to watch. Some of the ones I don't normally get to, like, I don't watch the luge often. But you know what? Put that on for a group of dysregulated kids. They suddenly become very interested in the history of the luge. Yep, bobsledding.
Sports do that. Yep. That's part of why I've been part of sports for so long, is because it has been that calming presence in my chaotic brain. Like, Nana, like, I remember Nana asking me the question when I was younger. She said something along the lines of, you tell me that it's so chaotic during school, but then you're out on the soccer field and you're like, it looks like you're calm. It looks like you're you're in your natural habitat. And I'm like, Nana, it's because I am. Like, that's where I want to be. That's a comforting place. Like, even on basketball court or wherever I am, any sport, I love it because it locks me in.
Yeah.
Like today, even today, I'm 28, 27 years old, and I'm locked in for volleyball. We jumped in and played a little bit with the kids for, like, volleyball practice, because that's going on right now.
Yeah.
And I jumped in, and there was one play where I you would have thought I was still a teenager, the play that I did. Like, I straight up don't know how I
I
did
love
it.
that.
Like, it went from a volley, and then somebody hit it into the net, and I came, like, from the back row, slid under, and, like, popped it up over the net from the ground, laying there. I had to pop back up. The ball came back, I set it, and
Hey,
then it was bad set. They hit it over.
how's your back feeling?
Totally fine.
Oh, I love that for you. I would be
Yeah.
on the ground for the rest of
I
the
love it.
afternoon.
I love it. And then the other part of it was it came back over again, and like somebody had a miss hit, and so then it was on the ground again. And I was like, whoo, and I like flew down and punched it up, and then then the whole thing ended with, which was kind of crazy, and I thought I broke my ankle, but I didn't. I actually didn't. I knew I didn't break my ankle, but one of the girls in the back line missed it, and it bonked her on the head and went flying to the front line. It was a very chaotic play, but it bonked her, and then the guy in the front line turned and like contorted his body and kind of punched it up, but it wasn't enough to go even close to over the net. And I'm in the middle, like, you know what a volleyball court looks like.
I've been on one or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the direct middle of that half court, like on my half. And I come just like, I turn, see he pumped it, and I just like Terminator sprinted across the floor and like did like a baseball sliding kick move, and the ball literally, like the ball's here. I came sliding in from like, I'm off the court at this point. I went from friggin' middle of the court to the almost under the basketball hoop. Came sliding in, swung my foot, and I barely, like, timing was just barely off. And I was like, how the hell did I get here? Like, damn, 27 years old. And I'm like, locked in, let's do it. Like,
do you know what's crazy? I was just thinking about that. As you were saying 27, that's really not that old.
No, it's not.
27-year-old.
That's not even the prime for some people.
Should be able to do that. Like, not all, maybe that. Like, I was thinking about that earlier when I was like, oh man, I'm like 26, I can't. And I was like, I'm 26, I can't do this. Ah, yikes. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's intuition for me. I love it.
Question for you.
Instinctual.
It's instinctive.
Yeah, instinctive. Yeah.
Question for you. If you could do any... All right, well, that's a wrap, folks. We got 12 minutes. That's the shortest episode ever.
Well, not true. We had a 3-minute episode once. Our very first one.
Episode. Question for you. Olympic question. If you could... Sorry, I have a thing in my eye. If you could do any Olympic event, what... My Olympic event would be shooting you.
So, biathlon?
What?
Biathlon?
No, archery.
Well, that's not an Olympic event.
Pretty sure it is now.
I think it is,
If breakdancing is an Olympic event.
You would think, but there are other sports that, like, are not.
Well, now I'm curious.
You know what would be a cool one?
Yeah. No, I want to hear this.
For the Summer Games? Cheerleading. Okay.
I think there is Olympic cheerleading, Justin.
No, there's not. It's not a sport. It's not a recognized sport for a lot of countries.
Well, so cheerleading has officially now been recognized as an Olympic sport by the International Olympic Committee as of July 2021.
Okay, so they're working on it.
It's very recent.
This next year.
It wasn't in the 2024 Paris Games. However, it is eligible for future inclusion with potential debuts in 2028 Los Angeles or 32 Brisbane. Huh.
That's gonna be that's sick. Have you ever watched like I know we deal with
Saturday.
Kids. Yeah.
They do competition cheer. It's terrifying.
It's so cool.
I watch the younger kids because my niece is younger, but I've seen the high school ones, and every time they do some of the flips, I'm like, stop! Put her down! Like, they're not my kids, and I'm not their parent, but I get freaked out because I see them, and I'm like, terror.
And they're stronger than some of the actual, some of the basketball, soccer, some of the athletes. They are tougher than them. I give props to cheerleaders.
You have to have a strong constitution to willingly not only stand on a group of girls, or not even girls, but a group of people, but to be thrown in the air and trust that they're just gonna catch you. And they just
wear the outfits. If I'm being honest, you have to have a strong constitution there too.
You do all of that in a bralette and a skirt. My God. I tried cheerleading for 45 minutes once. I wasn't joining the cheer team. I was waiting for volleyball practice to start when I was managing, and so I was hanging out with my friend who does cheerleading. I put the mat out and I was winded. And there was a couple of
the mat is heavy.
I don't want to hear jack or shit, because the cheerleaders used to have the football players at our school put it out, which is great. Mm-hmm. But there were a couple times where the football players were already at practice and the girls were just like, guess we got to do it. And they were rolled it out. I was like, oh, bet they're like yoga mat style. That bitch is heavy.
Yeah. We had heavy. So this year, this is the first year in a while that like Buckfield had a cheerleading team, which was awesome. But they had from senior down to 7th graders. Like we had the full gamut. So they couldn't compete, mm-hmm. but they could like at least cheer at the games, and they did feel like they went to competitions, but they weren't scored because you know they had the whole and like we had 7th graders pushing those mats out, like just boom and like lining them up, doing the tape. I was like, wow. We had a 7th grader this year.
You don't look at some of them and go like, man, you're very strong, and then you see them and you're like, good God.
Good goodness. Oh my goodness.
Good Lord, Janice.
Good golly, Miss Molly, how are you doing that?
Please keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a 7th grader who does. She does 3 different cheer teams, Buckfield included.
Okay.
And she travels all over the like New England, like doing cheer, and
that's
like she's
cool.
good. She's a very great cheerleader. She did one where she was sick at a game, and they were like, hey, you know, it's middle of the quarter, why don't you do like a front handspring or something to kind of like get the crowd interested. A 7th grader, like, and she comes out and she goes from the foul line of one side to the foul line of the other side, just boom, 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 and I'm like, holy crap!
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
and she was sick. She was sick. So then she ended up getting a nosebleed because of her, like, because she was sick. And so when she landed, she had flung. This is gross. So plug your ears if you don't like gross. She had flung blood onto the floor, up in the air, as she's flipping through the air, and then she lands and she goes like this.
Kind of sick.
It's badass. It's badass. Like, and she covers her nose and runs off, and like all of us were like,
"Yay!"
Like it was crazy. Yeah, it was awesome. But I don't know. Cheerleading is a crazy one that I think would be amazing to see in like a world setting.
I think it would be super cool. I also know a lot of places don't do cheerleading because of so many, like, the stigmas and stuff. But, like, breakdancing, wasn't there, like, 3 teams that did breakdancing? Badly. By the way, badly. I watched breakdancing. It sucked. Everybody in the world was like... Now, I make fun of breakdancing because I did a small breakdancing class as a youth. I could do cartwheels, you see. So I don't even want to, like, assume that it's not, it's not, obviously it's in the Olympics, it must be kind of a hard sport, but the way that they were dancing makes me think it's really not. It's the club that got added because, the principal's daughter is in the club or something. She was like, I want to break dance at the Olympics. But it was bad.
I could not do it. I know that for a fact. Wouldn't be me. Oh, all right, she's dying. I think another sport that I'd like to see in like in either winter or summer, I guess, probably more wintry would be I'd like to see, I don't know what it would be considered. I don't even think it's an actual sport, but like a target almost. Like you have better idea.
Okay.
Snowball fight in the Winter Olympics.
See, I don't know that could be a sport, though, Justin.
Why wouldn't it? You have to throw, you have to run. No, make it a sport. You have to create the snowballs and throw it. Like,
I'm gonna do what you
do like a
what's it called? I like the idea, but what if we
do like a Hunger Games style? You get hit by a snowball, you're out. You're not dead. You're just out.
You're out of the Olympics.
Or you could be, yeah, you just lose. So then your medals end up like...
Some unlucky Olympian who's like, I don't participate in the snowball fight, is walking through and gets hit, and they're like, my 8 gold medals! Goddamn! I think you can only win 1 per thing, but...
I was going to say per sport, but you can do, like, I think somebody this year got 8, just because they were in 8 different events.
How can your body sustain that? Because Olympic events are not like, they're not like, a high school swim meet. They're tough.
No, they're work, yeah.
Also, we were watching, so at school, we were watching the jump skiers, whatever those guys are called, where they go down the thing and they're like, and they all look so freaking serious, and then they fly off, and all you see is them like, before they land.
Don't move.
But we were watching, and all the kids were like, why are they doing that? And I was like, it's a sport, guys, it's a sport. And they're like, okay, odd sport, but okay. I don't know if it just didn't snow a lot in Milan, or like what happened, or wherever they were, but there were little trees growing up through the ground, and I was like, is that not making it like an unfair advantage or disadvantage? Because like if you land on one of them suckers, you're gonna like, you know what I mean?
To be fair, that was one of the first controversies of this year's Winter Olympics.
Where it was?
Yeah, because no, not where it was, but because of those types of skiers, when they got fitted for their suits, they took growth enhancers in certain areas of their bodies, so that they needed more. Yeah, they needed more mesh or more stuff there, and that added an extra wind resistance so they could fly a little farther. That was the yeah. And then, did you see the Canadian team curling?
I don't think that was cheating. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure
if you double tap, it is. No, if you take your hand off and tap it, it is. Because you're adding an extra thing to it.
I didn't think that he did. Anyway, I didn't see it.
He didn't the first time. When they originally started talking about it, he didn't. All he did was he'd have it like this, and then pull it out, and then as he was like letting it go, he'd kind of like point, but he didn't hit it. And then he did it again the next round, and the next time you can clearly see his finger ting off of it and come back, and then he points away. And they won. They won gold medal.
Damn. Listen.
I also loved the back and forth of Sweden. I think it was Sweden, but Sweden and Canada going at it. They're like, "Oh, you fucking cheated! No way, Bob! Fuck you, bro!" It was so fucking funny.
Now curling is a little bit of a triggering subject for me, Justin, because that's what I watched as my husband was dying in the hospital room. There was nothing else on, and I was like, I'm not watching Family Guy right now. I can't. There are no chuckles in me.
No more chuckles.
Also, the TV in the hospital room that we were at in North Carolina, the remote had the speaker, which I guess is normal. Yeah. But the remote had the speaker. But every time that he shuffled, the remote got yanked into Timbuktu, and so I'd have to go search for it. That was a long night. I don't think we've really talked since then, because it's been a little busy, but our lives have been a little chaotic. Oh, I was letting Ash know we're gonna be late.
You say we as if I'm going.
You're gonna be there. So, I like how iPad kid of you that was, where you wound up the coffer. The tongue came out and everything. But yeah, no, I was watching curling. I was watching Norway and Sweden, maybe, or Slovakia, maybe. It was It was SO something, so it wasn't Sweden. But there was a ginger man that was participating, and he was the pusher of the broom. No, he was the pusher of the thing, and the 2 broom guys weren't sweeping the way that they should have, and it didn't go quite far enough, but it knocked one of his own pins out. Mm-hmm. It was 4 in the morning. I have no idea, because I was in and out of consciousness, and so I'd wake up and I was like, oh good, no one's done anything. Oh, no one's done anything. And they kept going back and forth. That is the most boring fucking sport to watch.
Unless it's 4 American dudes with beer guts, then it gets real interesting.
That is a good one, yes. 4 dudes.
That's a good one, Bob.
Shut up. That is a fun one to watch. Patricia Corkins. My mother has sent me So I'm getting
we
them
are
all day
recording.
long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 reels today. Back to back. Mom, I was at work getting these. Sorry, I'm 5 days unmedicated. I'm a little impulsive today. I do apologize.
We are also coming back from break, too, right? This is the first week back?
God, it feels like forever. Well, I've had a couple remote days. I don't think you have, but...
Nope, I've been here all day.
No, you've been at school.
Yeah, I've been at school all day.
Yes, this is the week back from break. How was your break?
Well, I wouldn't say it sucked, but I didn't do anything. So one, every time I planned something, something fell through, which was really upsetting. Two, Darcy was sick at the beginning of the week. I was sick at the end of the week. Mm-hmm. So really, we didn't do anything. And I slept in a different room almost all break. So really, thriving on my February break.
Yep.
And then my friend left me for a week, full on just dipped. I was on it was a lot, okay? There was a lot.
I had a great break.
I'm sure you did.
It was 80 twice in a row.
It was 80 twice? Just shut up. I'm angry at you. I have a kid.
Bless you. Mazel tov is what I meant. Oh, bless you.
I have a kid that is going to, I think it's North Carolina in like 2 weeks.
Sure.
And
that's the middle of the school year.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Parents don't care about school.
I know.
It's a babysitting service.
Yes, you're right. Well, no, because I'm not being paid like that.
Fair. But anyways, he's going to go watch races or something like that. Mm. And I'm like, all right, cool, that'll be fun. And then he came in the other day and he goes, it's supposed to be like 75 the whole time. And I'm like, good for you. Like, I don't care. And he's like, and you're gonna get snow. And I was like, well, now you're fighting me. So let's swing on site. So now every time he shows up into my room, he goes, oh man, it's chilly in here. I won't be chilly in a couple weeks. And I'm like, done. Like, I'll beat you.
While we were down south, Connor had a disc golf thing on Wednesday. He rented a Mustang, top down type, like it was a
yeah, I saw it.
Convertible. I was like, what are those things called? I'm not rich enough to ever own one, but we did rent one. Him and his buddy split it, so it was like $35 for the day. So they each paid $70 for the day, which I guess I didn't realize. Like, $70 is kind of a lot, but also, if it's only a day,
it's not too bad.
$70 on food. Like, I could be renting vehicles just because, and I'm really not taking advantage of that. I think the next time you and I hang out, we should rent something fun. Rent a Lamborghini.
I'm not renting a Lambo. I'm not renting.
I will pay for the entire thing.
No.
I will just come pick you up.
You
wouldn't get in a Lamborghini if I showed up at your house with it?
No. I've seen you drive your cars. I don't want to get in a fast car.
I'll let you drive. Come on. Come on. Folks, that was crazy. We have not seen one another in a week.
You're old.
Well, we haven't seen each other in a very long time, actually, in person, but we haven't really hung out.
Whose fault is that?
Yours. And so
Mine is crazy.
We haven't really hung out in a while. I think we should hang out soon. We need to go to the movies and just watch like 4 or 5 movies because there are a lot that came out that we need to binge.
Yeah.
I cannot. But
I cannot either. I think I'm going to be painting my room this weekend.
I'm so excited for that.
I am too. I'll show it off. I don't mind.
It's going to be dark.
It's going to be so nice. I'm painting the walls this color. It's called wood green. You probably can't tell on screen, but it's a little darker than what it shows.
It's darker than this, I think, right?
It's a little more green than that. But it is dark similar.
Also the light
it
look less green. In person, it's quite green.
Yeah, but it's not called wood green. It's called North Woods is what it's called. But I'm painting the walls that, leaving the trim around the windows and around the floors, the baseboards, I think is what they're called.
Like the floor
Leaving
trim,
those white, so it's a little tinge of bright there. And then trying to make everything else in my room more of a black. So like, like this, where it's a black type of shelf. My my futon's black with a little brown, like darker colors, basically is what I'm looking for. Moody, yeah. I'm a little bit hesitant because I don't want to shrink the space,
No, I wouldn't worry
and
about
dark
it.
colors do that. But I also know that like
They do.
I'll tell you what, Jasmine, I struggle with doing things to my space.
Clearly.
Well, no, none of this is attached through anything but thumbtacks. There's no nails behind me.
Yeah, this is true. I want to destroy the space around me and make it my own. But I can see why.
It's object permanence is my problem.
Well, it'll be pretty permanent.
Not all of it. Like, yeah, there's like,
Paint?
but it's not a lot of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this took me? I've been living here for 5 years, 4 years.
6. Ah! Didn't you move it in 2020? No. Okay.
No, we weren't married. We got married in
Panic
21.
attack. You moved in 2022.
No, we got married in 21. Bought the house. We moved in 22. It was January of 22. We bought the house in December.
Yes, because I had just gotten my new car. So yeah, 4 years. I thought it had been 6.
Yeah.
I just about puked.
But yeah, so we've been living here for that long, and I struggle anytime, like, either Darcy or I is like, we need to hang something up, and I'm like, no, we don't need to. I'll find thumbtacks and command strips for that. It's my house, Darcy and I's house.
You actually own that house.
Yeah, we own the house. We can do whatever we want. I've been like, I want to do some renovations, like, but then I'm like, you know, object permanence.
Even the shelf we built in the basement, well, the shelf is it's still standing.
The
you know what?
wood, it's the workstation.
The structure we built, yes.
The wood station.
The structure we built. It's, even that's not like a permanent fixture.
It's freestanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freestanding because I didn't want to attach it to anything because then I can move it.
Darcy's bookshelf to the wall?
That one had to be attached because
so
she is
going
gonna fill it up.
Make the walls.
Yeah, but it's only attached by like two freaking.
No, you've attached it.
And then like I recently hung my TV up in here, and that was like a big thing. I was like, oh, that took a lot. I know. I believe me, I know. But that took a lot for me to get like even the idea to be like, yeah, that would be okay. Like the idea of object permanence in my own house is so wild to me. Like I own this.
Do you think that I'm not going to therapize you here, but a little bit. Do you think that there's a little bit of like a what if I leave kind of thing? Of like,
oh, definitely.
Okay. Yeah,
that's definitely it. But also I've always grown up like I grew up in a place that I couldn't do that stuff. I always shared a bedroom. The only place that I never shared a bedroom, like I did for the last 3 years of living at home with Dad and Kara, I had my own room, but I didn't do anything to it. Like I didn't feel like I was allowed to. And then, which is not against them, it was just we lived in a yurt. Like not a whole lot to do here. When I lived in like with Mom, I never had my own space. Dad's, I never had my own space. I had my own space at Nana and Grampy's, but I didn't want to change it because I wasn't there all the time. Like I never had my own thing that was actually mine to be able to do what I want with it. And that's the struggle in my own head is like how, like if I do this, what if I don't like it? What happens? Oh no. I change it. That's the logical answer, and I understand that. But my brain's like, you messed up, you have to leave everything and move out. Like, you're going to get evicted.
I super get that. And mine's almost like the other side of I do all of the stuff, and I make it my own whatever, and then I go, well, I can't leave now, and then I won't, like, apply anywhere or, think of trying to move or whatever, because I've made it my own. I can't leave. Like, the place in Farmington, our apartment, I didn't make my own per se, because I didn't paint the walls, whatever, but I hung shit up.
Oh yeah.
I put nails in the wall. Wall is a very loose term.
in the
cardboard.
talking.
Yeah, I wasn't even that. That feels like an official building thing. But like I made those kinds of changes, and here I really have been sort of a little worried too because it was in our lease. But Peter's like a dope dude. I don't know if you can see by my door that wire
Yeah.
that's hooked there. That is my Ethernet cable that now lives through my home. I finally sucked it up and just got one. But it's attached with that cording organizer stuff, which sounds great in theory, except that when we tried to pull it off the wall earlier, it ripped part of the sheetrock down. So we can never leave now. This is our home. We must stay.
You know what you should do with that? You should add a light, like a
String
light
lights?
strip with it. Not string lights, but like the
LED?
thin LED lights with it. Just run it with the cord.
I would,
Add a little flare.
I would, except for the fact that it goes under my door, and it would get
It'd
a little
fit.
funky. No, I know it would. I just don't want to deal with lights under my door. But yeah, no, I want so badly to have a place that I can paint. I've been craving it, and I grew up like my mom's house back in Phoenix, like our house. My room was I don't remember what color my room was. Rosemary's room was yellow to scare away the monsters. We had a blue bathroom with fish all over the walls. My mom had a purple bedroom, like a light purple.
Mm.
The kitchen was yellow with yellow and green. The living room was like a red. Like we had a rainbow house. And when we moved to Pembroke, you've been to my house in Pembroke. Like we have paint. Mom asked me what I wanted to paint my bedroom when we moved in. I wanted orange, so she let me paint it dreamsicle orange. My room is painted like a creamsicle. And then she let me freehand flowers on the wall. At one point, I painted a calendar because I wanted a calendar next to my bed, but I did it in chalk, whatever. Except that I didn't put a base coat under it, so it just was clear coat on my wall. That I drew Live, Laugh, Love on for a while, and then scratched out the live. Anyway, it doesn't super matter, but like I used to draw on my walls. I would put shit up. Like, I love customizing stuff like that.
And realistically, there's no harm to that. You can paint over it. You can get rid of it. Like, it's not like it can't be replaced.
I'm having a very hard time in a rental not being able to paint or cover it or whatever.
Right. And that's fair.
We didn't end up painting before we moved. We just left it be. Because, like, I had my Teletubbies mural in my bedroom even as, like, a teenager. Or early teen, like 13. And I just, we didn't change it. But, yeah. I'm having a very hard time not painting. That's why I have all this stuff behind me.
Yeah. That's been, like, Darcy and I have had many conversations about, like, my brain doesn't do the change because, one, it's change and that's hard. But, two, object permanence scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like, this could be permanent. Like, that's it won't be. It's not, but it can be.
Did you have that feeling when you bought the house too?
Oh yeah. I was scared shitless, but I'd much rather live in a house that I own than pay rent for somebody else.
Yeah, whatever.
That's just what it was. I mean, we also had different situations. Like, you were coming right out of college to live together, and Darcy and I lived separate for a while, where I was in, her parents' basement, like
grandparents' basement, yes.
Grandparents' basement, yeah.
But like, you were never in the parents', were you?
No, their basement is not livable.
No, but
I don't know. It's a scary thought, but I'm excited to do it. I'm excited, but I think that part of the problem that's holding me up is, one, I'm stupid busy for some reason. This week I have had maybe 4 hours to be home. But two, I have a lot of stuff in here, and it's gonna take a while because it's not just one coat. It's gonna be a couple coats.
When I was painting my room the orange, I kept not doing it and putting it off, whatever. Most of it was like, I don't want to do it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's just that, like, I just don't want to do this. So I painted it somewhere that when I walked in, I went, fuck, I gotta finish that. Oh my god, I gotta finish that. I took like a roller and I just rolled a big strip of paint. And then my mom, every time she'd come in, would be like, and that's how I get big things done like that. Is just So like, you know where
My
your
room
bingo
is
card is?
loaded with the things that I need to do it.
No.
I just haven't done it.
If you look at where that bingo card is, right there, turn your...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right in the camera view. So if you just take that down and do the strip of paint, you're going to get annoyed. And you're going to paint it.
My plan is to start it this weekend. Like, I plan on having at least a wall done this weekend.
Sure. So in 6 months, I'll ask you how it's going.
It's gonna be done. I want this, and also it's sitting in my room. So your paint strip is my room is not neat, and that annoys me. But I can't put the stuff away because I have to do this thing.
Do you have a
ADHD.
floor, or are you just raw dogging
I'm gonna get a tarp. I have a tarp out in the shed. I have to go grab.
Just raw dog it.
Or not, because object permanence, and we have a carpet. So.
Yeah, but do you need a carpet? Actually,
I don't want to see what's underneath. Yes, it does. And I don't want to see what's underneath the carpet. So
what's underneath your carpet is probably years and years of asbestos-filled wood.
No, I don't know about that. I definitely think it's hardwood. Like, I think it's hardwood all over the house.
What year is your house?
1900.
Yeah, so there's probably some asbestos in there.
You would think that I would peel up a part of it and just look, because I have the ability to staple it down.
Every home that I'm in, I've peeled up the carpet. Even our rentals, I've peeled carpet. I like knowing what I'm walking on, Justin.
Carpet. You're walking on carpet.
No, there's things under it. I hate carpet. I have made it a vow that whatever house I own as an adult will never have carpet. If it has carpet, I am ripping that shit out. I also have bad allergies, and so like if there's dust in it, like I'm fucked. But yeah. I love a hardwood. I like a wood floor with a rug. Yeah. I also wear socks, so like I don't need a carpet, you know?
I like carpet in the bedrooms. That's my favorite place to have a carpet. But it's only because I like especially at night, I get up a lot. So when I get up, I want my feet to not just be sabah right on, hardwood. I did cement floor for a year and a half, so.
Well, cement is bad for your body.
Yes, correct. And I had my box spring on the cement floor and then my bed. I did not have a bed frame.
Oh, that's right.
But it was a vibe. I liked the basement a lot, actually.
You did?
I did. I enjoyed living in the basement.
I got you.
Having them upstairs wasn't my favorite, but not because I didn't like them. It was just, they're older, and when they walked, they were, and the house is older, so it creaked all the time. And
yeah.
So, but I did enjoy the basement a lot.
We have a lot of fun memories in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that sounds like we were kidnapped for a while.
Yeah, it kind of does. What do we have for time?
Do you remember when they opened the cell doors and we could see the sun?
Remember when the sun showed out?
Well, it never showed through the basement, I'll tell you that much.
It did too. Once.
When you opened the door.
Exactly.
Before you got Taz. My boy. We're at 43 minutes.
Okay. Do you want to close then?
Sure. I got a new PC, guys. You may notice that I'm not buffering this time. I'll show the PC. I'm very excited about it. You're about to see yourself.
We're going to throw up. Oops, hey, look, it's me.
It's PC. Wait
Hi, me.
Ground, Justin. That is... Okay. So this is my new PC. I love her. It's a... I don't know what the specs are on it again. It's a 50-something with RTX. And there's... That's the graphics card.
It's a computer.
It's got fans.
That they light up?
They do. The fans light up, and that's pretty fucking sick. But also the Triforce Deltas, I don't know, graphics cards, they also light up. Kind of sick as hell, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never had a computer like this. I've only ever had a laptop or like a desktop. So with a shitty little whatever. But this is lovely and it works well, and I can't wait to actually get to play some games with people on it. So I'm excited.
I'm at the point with mine that I think I need to start upgrading pieces because it's a couple years old and we're starting to whack those things. But
yeah. Listen, my guy down in North Carolina, you let me know. I'll get some stuff for you.
That sounds creepy. Where can they find you?
They can find me over at Asmintah, ASMINTAH1721 on Instagram, regular Asmintah. On TikTok. I've been streaming live on TikTok. Thank you to those of you who hung out with me the other night. If you're on here, I had like 12 people at once. That was pretty sick. They left pretty quick.
Yeah.
But it was pretty sick for a bit. They can find the show over at No Impulse Control on all the things and the such. Instagram, TikTok, merch over at thesoccerking1239.com. Drop down, third tab is fourth wall link, and you can grab some merch. Justin's wearing some right now.
My merch.
I have yet to buy some because I keep forgetting. Anyway, where can they find you, Justin?
TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239. Also gonna tease that in a couple weeks you might see an extra video or two.
Ooh,
so
yeah,
be ready for that.
About that soon.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. But anyways, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Peace out.